Hello. I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to my last video, but as promised, today I am back with a new video, and this is an upper body arm / back and home workout. For this workout, you will need a door, resistance bands, and a jump rope. The jump rope is completely optional. That's really up to you. But as you see, I start all my exercises with a 15-second spurt of jumping rope. I do it to get my heart pumping, get me moving, and get me really pumped to do this exercise. Now, this resistance bands is a flat, medium resistance bands. This is where the door comes in handy. As you guys see, I use my pole and I attach my resistance bands to my pole, but not everybody has that. So if you close your door on top of your resistance bands, it'll lock the resistance bands in place and you'll be able to do this exercise. So this exercise is kind of a lat pull down type thing. Not a lat pull down because it's not working your lats. It's actually working your triceps and your forearms. Keep your elbows close to your body. Push all the way up and follow all the way through with the movement. And as I said before, for each exercise, I do 3 to 4 sets, completely up to you. 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. So push all the way up and follow all the way through. This is the same exercise, but a little modified. If you want to add a little bit of resistance and you want to make it a little bit harder for you, you take the resistance bands and put it as one and do one hand at a time. It adds a little bit more resistance and makes it more feel like heavier weight. It gives the illusion of heavier weight. And you can see it on this side, elbows low, close to your body, pull up and pull through. You're working your triceps and your forearms. And like I say, do 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12. So up and pull all the way through. And then don't forget, after your exercises, you follow with your 15-second spurt of jumping rope before you move on to the next one. This, once again, you could put the resistance band in between the door, close the door, it'll lock it in place. This is a pull out. I stand with one leg slightly behind, one leg slightly in front, my knees slightly bent to give me balance, and I'm pulling over my head. Now this, I'm working both arms at the same time. I am working my upper back and my middle back, my triceps when I do this exercise. That's the thing, a lot of people don't notice. The key to having the illusion of a smaller waist for women is to build a bigger upper back, a bigger appearance of an upper back. And you really do that by working the muscles, your upper muscles. So stand with one leg slightly bent, one leg slightly behind you. And once again, you can put the bands together or do them separately just to add more strength. It gives the illusion of more weight on each side. Jump rope, 15 seconds. As you say, I always follow my exercises with that. HIIT cardio is one of the best ways to burn fat fast. But like I said, I like to combine my HIIT with weight training. So I'm burning fat and building muscle at the same time. And this, I switched my bands because it was getting a little hard. So instead of me stopping, remember I said you don't stop, I switched to a lighter resistance band because, hey, regardless of what, it's still adding some type of resistance. Kind of a pull through type thing. Once again, I'm using my pole. You will be using your door. All these exercises are now just standing. It works your upper back, your triceps, your middle back, and pull up kind of like and punch down on a sideways angle motion. This is a back view. I hope you all can really see it. And then, like I said, do 3 sets on each side of 10 to 12 reps. 3 to 4 sets on each side of 10 to 12 reps. Jump rope. And sometimes I like to do kind of a running type thing with my jump rope if I'm really feeling jazzy. Okay, this is a lat pull down. Now, you see people do this in the gym all the time, but you can do this at home. People do it in the gym. You sit on the bench, you pull down. This, I sit on my knees, sit back on my feet, and I pull down. This is working my back, triceps, your shoulders, and the illusion. This is a better view of it. The key to having the appearance of a smaller waist is to build a bigger upper back. Women, it's not going to make you look manly. It's not. It's going to give you that nice curvy hourglass shape. Look at any pictures of anybody with a real curvy waist that's natural. You will see they have a big upper back shoulder area. Okay, this is, I'm pretty sure you all seen lateral dumbbell raises before. This is just a modified version of that you could do at home. Once again, I'm using my flat resistance bands. All my exercises, I've used my flat resisting bands. If you have the circular resistance bands, those work too. If you want to add a little bit more resistance, just simply grab further down the band. It just gives the illusion of a heavier weight, more resistance, etc. So if you're familiar with lateral arm raises, this works your shoulders, your deltoids. Gives you, if you have that saggy underskin, because we all have those little bat wings under there, those will help tighten that up. This exercise will definitely help tighten that skin. Here's a back view. Like I say, it's completely up to you with how much resistance you want to add. If you want to make it kind of a tougher pull, simply grab further down on the band. If you want to ease up your resistance, go a little higher on the band. It's all about space. But like I say, every week you should be wanting to add more resistance. You should be wanting to increase the toughness of your workouts. And this is if you really, really feeling like a challenge. You standing, it took me a little minute to get it in my hand, but you're standing on the band, the flat band, and have each end in your hand. Do both at the same time. It gives you a lot more resistance. Make it feel like you lifted like 30, 40 pound weights. I'm probably being a little dramatic, but it definitely makes it harder than just lifting the flat band without standing on it. Pull up, follow through. It's kind of like you flapping your wings. Picture a bird flapping their wings. Make sure your shoulders level and then bring them back down. And as you can see, if you've been doing it right, you done worked up a sweat by now. You done worked up a sweat because I'm hot. Okay, so for this, I put back my flat bands and I grab one of my loop circular bands. I'll show you next how to do it with a flat band. But if you have a circular band, this is kind of called a bow and arrow. You are working your back, your triceps, your biceps, and your shoulders. You kind of stretch out one arm and then use the arm further back to pull back the rope. And that helps work a muscle and build your muscle. And this is how you do it with the flat band. Take your flat band, and depending on, like I said, however much resistance you want to add is where you will place your hands. The closer your hands are together, the harder it will be. The further apart your hands are together on the band, the easier it'll be. And wrap it around your hand, and this is your bow and arrow. And once again, make sure you do it on both sides because it's all about a balanced body. The key to building a smaller waist is to give the illusion of a wider upper back. And I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Those are all my workouts for today. Oh, let me throw this in there. I had someone tell me before that they struggle with soreness. Remember, and I can't stress this enough, whether you're working arms, legs, back, etc. throughout the day, after every one of your workouts, always remember to have a cool down period where you stretch and relieve your muscles. You just put a lot of stress on those muscles. You need to stretch it out, give you a nice breathing section, slow your heart rate down naturally. And I would like to thank you guys for watching my video. Share and let me know if you want any more videos. Goodbye.